Who got the power?
We got the power!
What kind of power?
Student power!
Thank you for everyone who came to support our school. My mother, my father, my big cousins, my friends, and family. We all stand here with teachers, students, and community members. 53206 needs North Division to be strong. We believe in North Division. We believe in our principal. We believe in our educators. The people standing here today proves to you that we don't just stand here as a community, but a North Division family. Do you want to tear this family apart?
My question, why take this from the community? 53206 that so desperately needs these services. Why? This instability must stop. North Division! Yeah!
We demand the same basic human dignity that MPS educators, administrators, and even MPS school board directors are afforded: healthcare. MPS has left us with no choice. Starting immediately, I will be entering a hunger strike until this budget is amended to include healthcare for every sub who works at least 32 hours a week on average, with no reduction in wages, benefits, or other working conditions. Over the past year, the MPS administration has ignored MPS substitute teachers' calls for restoring health care benefits for all full-time substitute teachers. The hunger strike is one of the last forms of resistance that we have to remedy this district's moral crisis. Do the right thing.
We have been giving and giving and giving. I have seen my substitute teacher pay reduced by various nickel and dime procedures. I'm sticking to it, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting there. Don't interrupt me, please. Freeze that time.
I will walk myself out. Thank you very much, Director Bonds.
Bye, have a nice day.
Yeah, you have a nice one too.
I wonder what was the last time that anybody on the board spent 2 days in a classroom? I wonder what was the last time that you even went to a school and spent a whole day there and not do picture taking. I'm talking about getting in the grind and teaching.
Hey everyone, Alex here. Just wanted to check in with y'all. Today is day 15. I had to do a lot of resting this morning. And so I wasn't able to start working at the union until later. Good morning everyone, Alex here. The sun's coming up. It's the start of day 13. It's been harder and harder to wake up in the morning. I used to be able to go, 12, 13 hours for the union. And now I'm having to cut out earlier and earlier and get to bed earlier.
Today is day 19. My spirit is strong, but I'd be lying to y'all if I told you this hunger strike for healthcare didn't take a physical and emotional toll on me. It's hard to sit here tonight as we get ready to watch this board pass millions of dollars in contracts for disposable classroom furniture. Substitute teachers are not disposable.
I just think it's ridiculous that you're spending money on subpar furniture. The money would be much better spent on health care for our substitute teachers.
I'm ready to stand in solidarity with my union brother, Alex Brower, and begin a hunger strike at the end of the day on Thursday until this budget is amended to include health care for full-time subs.
I refuse to believe that you would truly place objects in higher regard than the people that keep MPS running. That's why I'm trusting you with my own well-being. I am pledging to join MPS substitute teacher President Alex Brower on his hunger strike if this issue is not resolved at Thursday's strategic planning and budget meeting.
I will join Alex Brower on his hunger strike if this board does not pass an amendment to this budget.
Millions of dollars that would be passed tonight
and are passed at every AFP meeting far outpaces what it would cost for human beings that are already working for your district to have health care. That now 62.5% of substitutes will be insured with the first pool of supplemental teachers and the second pool of 75 benefit subs. I am deciding to end the hunger strike and live to fight another day.
On behalf of MTEA high school and new teachers, we are looking to Dr. Driver to drastically reduce administrator-directed time and to give us the time we need to best teach our students.
I am a proud MPS graduate, MPS teacher. My mom was also an MPS teacher. She was your high school teacher, Mr. Mox. My daughter was diagnosed with epilepsy at age 5, and we make frequent visits to the doctor all the time. When the cost of health care prevents workers and their families from receiving care, you've gone too far. I know money is tight, but this is infuriating and it's insulting, especially after we've watched MPS buy never-ending funds for school uniforms, expensive consultants, and back to our wages for administrators.
I have dedicated myself to these students, never calling in sick, staying at school for hours after the day is done, and going home only to work more. Every year, the cost of living goes up. The cost of insurance goes up. Child care goes up. And I'm being told there's no money for raises. How am I supposed to survive? I can't work 2 jobs. This is 2 jobs.
If I'm building a manager, or I'm in this event staff, or I'm in regular my plain clothes doing transportation. And then on the weekends, I'm in this uniform. That is 5 jobs that I have to work every day to make ends meet.
We realize that this district is taking on water. We're not running for the lifeboats. We are the lifeboats. And if we're all going to get wet, let's get wet together.
3,000 petitions! 3,000 petitions!
No more cuts, chips and lies. Give our children better lives. Public schools are on the rise. Now's the time to organize.
I gotta know that your sweet love is all the same.
So we are here to fight for time, health, and a raise. The district administration has proposed some severe budget cuts that are going to affect our students in the classroom, larger class sizes, not having enough school supplies like paper, pencils, or even Band-Aids, taking out of schools social workers, counselors, reading intervention specialists, all the things our students need to help. In addition, they're trying to cut our educators' health care, and we're just saying no.
People do you expect to show up?
We will have about 3,000.
I'm an art teacher at 2 elementary schools. It's my 2nd year teaching.
What's going on with the arts?
With the arts, in MPS, that's the first thing that gets cut. You know, like I got my time reduced at 2 of my schools, a day down from both schools. I'm in 2 schools now. There's a chance I could be in 3 next year. If I'm in 3 schools, it's like how much can you really, are you actually teaching, or are you just giving kids activities? Art teaches critical thinking skills and expression and communication. It's like, you know, kids need to be able to learn how to express themselves and communicate ideas. You know, that's why I said art is dangerous, because art is something that communicates ideas. Like, we've done huge art builds with MTEA. We have like all these signs, all these parachutes, all these banners, and we're using it as a tool to communicate our message. And it's like kids should have access to that too.
This is the most hopeful I've been since Act 10 7 years ago. We are one MPS family. These are students and parents and educators, and we're on one side, and we're pushing together because we know we can get something better for the kids in Milwaukee and the kids in Wisconsin.
MTEA students, families, educators, we don't have to live this way!
We're asking every educator in every Milwaukee public school to search your conscience and consider how far each of you is willing to go.
Oh, we're marching in solidarity with the teachers. We're real excited about the action that's going on all over the country. Teachers are rising up. Milwaukee's no exception. Wages have been driven down. Scott Walker and the MPS school board is in collaboration with Walker to attack teachers, and what we need is fully funded public education.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on now? Which side are you on? Which side are you on now? Which side are you
on? Chair Miller, members of the committee, the principal will have one boss.
This day has been a long time coming. We see a budget that takes important steps to honor students and educators, and the Milwaukee Teachers Education Association stands ready, all 4,800 of us, to work with this administration and this school board tirelessly to build the enrollment, attendance, and achievement of our beloved district.
A word that I would use to describe teachers at MPS would probably be strong, because like everything that happens to them, they always put that aside and put it on hold and always put like the students first, and I feel like that's something that I've always like admired from the teachers, that like, you know, like we don't really see that like we don't think they have a life outside of school. We think they're just like teachers, you know, like they get put up on the wall and they just put the charge, but that's not how it is. So I think that's really inspiring, that although everything they go through, they still have enough strength to come every day and have a smile and try to teach us so that we have a better future.